I had a LinkedIn post pop off, and it was because we were talking about the number one law of branding, which is what other people say about you is more powerful than what you say about you. And in the comments, my good friend Marcus Mann all of a sudden piped up and said, "Oh, yeah, dude, this is, kind of what I do." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, Marcus is like the master of this." Marcus Mann from Shopper Approved, welcome. And tell us about Shopper Approved.
You wrote that post, and I was like, oh man, James just described reviews, but without saying the word review. This is exactly what I'm talking about all day. The idea that like you can't just talk about yourself and say how great you are. Other people have to be saying that, and you have to show people that people are saying that. And so, that's in essence, that's what a review is. It's all people saying, they're talking about you for good or for bad. And unfortunately, the people that are most willing to leave a review are those that have negative things to say. And so you have to ask people to leave reviews if you want nice ones. I mean, you might have somebody occasionally that feels so like happy with the service or product that they purchase from you that they're just going to rave about you no matter what. But human nature is people are willing to write reviews in most cases when they're upset about how things have gone. So you have to ask people proactively to talk about you.
So let me ask you this, for the absolute layperson who were to say, tell me what Shopper Approved is, like Michael Scott says, like I'm a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. How would you describe what Shopper Approved does?
So we help our clients collect as many reviews as possible and leverage those reviews in search and on site to maximize your traffic and conversion.
From a very broad standpoint, why do those reviews matter?
Because what people say about you matters. Like that original post, right? You're not showing people on your website or in Google search that you're popular, that you're liked, but your competitor is. Who are people going to go to? It's a fundamental trust signal that people look for. And many times they don't even realize it. Reviews become like, for a lot of people, it's like just kind of a subconscious thing. I even find myself doing it. I've been in this game for 5 years. And there was one time I was looking, I forget what it was, but we were looking for a birthday gift for my oldest. And I found that I was only clicking on this stuff with star ratings, but it wasn't quite matching what I wanted or what I was looking for. And then I was like,
you trusted that more.
I did. And it wasn't until like, I was like, oh, I guess I could click on these ones that don't have stars. So, and then it was like light bulb, as Gru would say. I was like, oh, dang, I'm subconsciously doing everything that I talk about.
Social proof matters. What other people say about you, as much as you want to say, I don't give a crap what anybody thinks. Well, okay. But reputation absolutely matters. The topic that everybody loves, Dale Carnegie even talks about this in his book, How to Win Friends and Influence Others. They love the sound of their own name, right? Everybody's favorite topic is talking about themselves. And so it's literally, to most human beings, a little counterintuitive to learn how to actually start talking about other people, talking well of other people. But the cool thing with Shopper Approved is you literally go out and just ask people for the review. And what are the statistics? How often do you get that positive review?
We pioneered the process of collecting a review in a way that will typically collect feedback around 30% of the time, and which is by far the industry best. I think the next closest competitor, which claims to have the highest in the industry, says they have 15%.
What are a few of those things, Marcus, that a lot of people get wrong about reviews and building a personal brand?
I would say if I had to choose a top one, it's people coming to me and they're wanting to know, like, okay, well, what happens in the case of a negative review? Can I hide it? I'm like, no, don't hide it. The data shows that the perfect review score is actually somewhere between like 4.6 and 4.8.
Oh, wow.
The ideal score. So obviously it's not perfect. 5 stars would be perfect. But the ideal score for consumers is somewhere between 4.6 and 4.8, because people, anything like perfect 5 stars, if it's 1 or 2 reviews, people probably aren't going to be suspicious. But if there's hundreds or thousands of 5-star only, people get suspicious because it's not necessarily difficult to fake reviews.
They feel like somebody took the books, right?
Yeah, 100%. And people don't realize that. So I have to have that conversation on a pretty consistent basis to where it's just like, no, you're okay. We'll send you an alert when you get a negative review, and then you can jump right to that review to take action.
So if you have negative reviews, Shopper Approved does not try to wash that away at all. They basically say, look, let's just inundate you with positive reviews. And as soon as you have a negative review, we'll let you know so you can deal with that customer to try to create a better experience for that person.
Right. If you only knew our founder, like he is a Boy Scout. He is like super honest. Like he's kind of like feels very strongly about the authenticity of the reviews that are left. And the other element to that is the fact that we're a Google partner. There's only a handful of US based companies that are partners with Google for reviews. Shopper Proof happens to be one of them. And that Google actually has a pretty stringent guideline about around how the reviews are collected. And even outside of if we wanted to like let people delete reviews, it would be a violation of the rules that we say that we'll follow as a Google partner.
Now, for the people who may think that reviews are just vanity metrics, set the record straight. This is that opportunity. How does this actually turn up for companies in terms of not just good, warm, fuzzy brand, but an actual cold, hard bottom line dollars?
The easiest metric to track is the one that Google will release themselves. This data is fairly specific where in Google ads, like if you have a sponsored text ad and you have a seller rating, which is something that, again, there's only a handful of companies that can help you get that. If you have a seller rating showing up and the seller rating is the stars, the customer review stars right in that ad. If you have those stars there, Google has said that'll increase click-through on those paid campaigns up to 17%. The ripple effect that it also has is because of that increased click-through rate, that also increases your ad score or your ad quality score with Google, and which also drives down the cost of your cost per click. There's a ripple effect that happens when Google sees that and recognizes that seller rating that some people miss out on, and they don't even realize that they're missing out. So that's the easiest metric. Just a placement of seals and widgets on your site that show reviews, where there's a place on your website, have an impact on conversion. Like even your conversion rate, if you're displaying your review content above the fold on your homepage, your conversion rate is going to go up. It's a matter of fact.
Do you have any metrics on that by what percentage that tends to go up?
One of the testers said their conversion went up like 40%.
That's amazing. So some of the benefits of just higher reviews in terms of immediate bottom line effect, because I'm going to recap, this is pretty incredible. Above the fold reviews can increase your CRO by up to 40%, which is insane in and of itself. For Google to come out and say that, look, more stars means more clicks to a degree of 17% increase in clicks, which takes your quality score up, which takes your CPMs or cost per thousand impressions down. That's amazing. That is literally, I mean, those frontal KPIs absolutely affect the bottom line. Those are huge. And that's just from reputation management, from getting better reviews. And if you guys ever want an excellent reputation management software that can help you get positive reviews for your brand, go check out Shopper Approved. Talk to Marcus, the man right here, and he'll help you out. See that? I'm already building your rep right there. Right there. I trust this guy. So should you guys. But Marcus, thank you so much for blasting us with this amazing brand information.